Dave Alvin and the Guilty Women. Good stuff. Well, first of all, thanks for taking a chance and coming on into the Bing Lounge this morning, right? Afternoon is morning for an artist, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, watching your career over the last 27 years as I have, being a fan of yours, I have to say, in a world and in an industry in which backstabbing and double dealing it comes as common as a $5 bill.
I'm a pro.
No, you have been
I'm
able
the
to
best
keep.
there is.
You've been able to keep a collection of friends around you for a long time. It just talks to the truth, the heart, and where you focus your music and your heart. And I just, what say you about the fact that you've been able to keep so many friends in your life for so many years?
I owe them all money. No, I just you try to keep things organic. You know, meaning if you're gonna stab them in the back, use a rubber blade. I guess is what I'm trying to say. No, I just try to keep things organic. You do what comes natural. So if I was to suddenly my next album be a techno pop record, it might reek a little bit of pathetic desperation, and so I try not to do that.
So tell me, why don't more guys get together with a band of beautiful women and hit the road?
That's a good question. I think because most guys aren't as smart as I am.
Well, they're looking guilty.
Or no, actually, I'm just very lucky.
Yeah.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world to have the Guilty Women in all their various combinations. You know, I'm very, very lucky and very happy, and as I say, for the first time ever, I'm the best looking guy in the band. So,
well, you want to introduce who we have here today?
Yes, I do. On the drums, all the way from Dripping Springs, Texas, is maybe the greatest drummer that walks the earth. Is Lisa Pankratz. Yeah. And on the bass guitar is one of the legends and cornerstones of the contemporary blues world, a dear friend of mine. It's an honor to play with her. She was recently inducted into the Austin, Texas Musicians Hall of Fame. On the bass guitar is the powerful Sarah Brown. And on the vocals over here is a dear friend of mine. I've had the great fortune of producing a couple CDs for her. She lives up in Seattle, not too far from here. A mere commute for her. And I have two favorite singers in the world. She is one of them. And I just can't say enough about her. Please welcome Christy McWilson. And on the various steel-oriented guitars over there from Woodstock, New York, is a 5-time Grammy Award winner, and I can't say enough about her. I just said that about you too, but it's early in the morning, and I am always in awe to be standing anywhere near the beautiful and genius-level player of Cindy Cash Dollar. That's 5 Grammys. That's 4 more than me and Milli Vanilli got. So that's impressive. I got to keep mine, yeah. They'll come and take it away pretty soon.
So, of course, you're in town tonight for the River City Music Festival. Yeah. A little bluegrass, and I mean, your background goes all over the place. But can I go back to you and your brother?
Oh, you sure can.
I was looking for a band in the 80s. I found a band. It was because of that damn movie with Defoe and Perret.
Oh, Streets of Fire, yeah.
Yeah, One Bad Stud was one bad song. You guys... That's it. That's it right there. I'm telling you, when I found you guys, you were everything. I saw you twice with your brother before you left the band.
Yeah.
And the playing, fantastic. The songwriting, awesome. But the performance, you left us all sweaty and all wanting more. Then I guess the question is this, and I've been dying to even be in this position to ask you, Dave Alvin,
yes, sir.
Why were my blasters, why were they not bigger than Springsteen in the 80s? Why? What happened?
We weren't as good looking. I'm
so
serious.
That's it. You didn't put your butt on an album cover, right?
We wanted to sell records.
Oh, he did it. He made a fortune.
He had a good butt. Although, was that really his, or is that a butt double? You know, I don't know. I would, yeah. Well, part of the problem for us, there's a lot of reasons, but you know, I think the main one was, yeah, we weren't very good looking, and good looking helps. That's a nice foot up in the business. But there were other problems, and every song was, and most people don't, relate to that after a while, you know.
Oh, there's plenty of reasons. Plenty of us did, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, I did too. I still do, you know. But you asked me why we didn't get as big as Springsteen. That my first response would be, looks. Yeah, looks.
Well, also now we've got this Kings and Queens.
I mean, why was Elvis bigger than Joe Schmo?
Right. Yeah. Why did he take someone else's music and make it?
And Joe Schmo was great, by the way. Joe Schmo is very under-recognized for his contributions.
So you want to tell us a little bit more? I know you've done the train ride before, but we've got another train ride coming up in April, right?
Yeah.
And it comes through Portland and back down to Los Angeles.
Yeah, I'm bringing Peter Case, great songwriter. Some of you know him from the Plimsouls, and one of my favorites. And I'm bringing another one of my favorite songwriters, Chris Smither, who's a stunning guitar player and a great songwriter. And yeah, we did it. A couple years back, I did a train with Tom Russell and Butch Hancock and Terry Allen. We went way down deep into Mexico, and then shot back up into the Barranca de Cobre, the Copper Canyon, and that sold me. I was like, I like these trains. And that one was great because there were sections of it where we had the guys, like in the old photographs, we had the guys with the guns on the front of the back of the train, and I was like, this is great, you know? This is one of the wilder gigs I've ever done. And then I've done a couple more, but then last year I did one up the California coast and then up through Oregon, and it's just the most beautiful train ride you can imagine because you go from, the parts of California that you don't get to see down on the coast, like Hollister Ranch and Point Conception, and it's all the wildflowers are blooming and there's gigantic waves coming in, and then 12 hours later you're up in the snow coming down, back by the Three Sisters up there. It's a great train ride.
And we can find out more about it at davealvin.net, right?
davealvin.net.
That's it. All right, you can find out more about that plane ride there, or that train ride there. Yeah. Like I say, a fan. Everybody, with what I do, a lot of folks ask me, what's your favorite concert? Seriously, I always tell them it was back like 92, 93 when you came through with Country Dick and Joey and all the boys and Mojo, of course. Yeah. The Pleasure Barons. Now, you guys just went and did a Country Dick like
we did a Country Dick tribute.
A tribute. How did that go? I feel ignorant that I didn't even know about that.
Well, it was down in San Diego, so.
Oh, that's all right.
In his home turf, But yeah, I do a pretty good Country Dick, and so we did the Beat Farmers, Jerry and the guys backing me up doing Country Dick songs. Some people like to rock, some people like to roll. Me, I like to sit around and satisfy my soul. I like my women short, I like my women tall, and that's about the only thing I really dig at all. Yep, I belong to the beat generation. I don't let anything boggle my mind. I belong to the beat generation, and everything's going just fine. So.
Yeah. Well, once again, all the part of the River
Country Dick very much.
River City Music Fest tonight.
Yeah.
Dave Alvin and the Guilty Women. One more time, folks. Live, Kink in the Bing Lounge.
Thank you very much.